Hello class 8, welcome to your geography class. Let's continue our chapter number 7, India, location, political divisions and relief features. Political divisions. For administrative purposes, India is divided into 28 states and it's written here 9 union territories, but now India is divided into 28 states and 8 union territories. So make it correct, 28 states and 8 union territories. The states were created on the basis of language spoken in that area. Union territories are administered directly by the central government. As we know that the power has been divided between two authorities, central as well as state government, and the UTIs, that is union territories, are administered by the central government, right? Okay, here are the names of the states and its capitals, which is written in front of that states. So you need to go through all these states and its capitals. Now next, physical division. India can be divided into 6 physical divisions: the northern mountains, the Great Plains, the Peninsular Plateau, Thar Desert, that is the Great Indian Desert, the coastal plains and the island groups. So there are 6 basic physical divisions. Physical divisions are there in India. So let's talk about the northern mountains. Along the entire length of India in the north lies the northern mountains. These arc-shaped ranges stretch from the Pamir Knot in the northwest to the frontiers of Myanmar in the east. So this northern mountain, that means it stretches from this Pamir Knot. So this stretches like this, and it stretches from this Pamir Knot to northwest to this frontiers of Myanmar. So here we have Myanmar in the east, right? These ranges cover a length of about 3,000 kilometers. These are the highest mountains in the world, consisting of young fold mountains. So this Himalayan range is young fold mountain. So young fold mountain means um, recently formed mountains, right? So recently formed means not yesterday or few years back. Recently forms means like 1,000 years ago. So that's the age of this Himalaya, right? Now the innermost mountain range is known as Karakoram Range, which lies between Pamir Plateau and the Indus River. Mount K2, that is also known as Mount Godwin Austen, that and the height of that Mount Godwin Austen is 8,611 meter, is the highest peak of this range. So Mount K2 is here, lies here, which is the highest Mount K2. MT K2, that means Godwin Austen, right? So that's the second highest peak in the world and highest in India. There are some large glaciers, namely Siachen and Boltaro. The Karakoram Pass also lies uh, in this range. So Karakoram range is somewhere here. Karakoram range, Ladakh range is also somewhere lies there in that Himalayan range. And Karakoram Pass also lies in that range. So Karakoram Pass is somewhere here. Karakoram Pass. This is Pass. Karakoram Pass. So Pass I told you in the previous video, previous class, what is Pass, right? So Karakoram Pass is here. Now to the south of this mountain lie Ladakh and Janskar and Pir Panjal range. So here are the 3 ranges, your Ladakh, Pir Panjal and Janskar ranges are there towards the south of this Himalaya, right? Towards north, Karakoram Pass and Karakoram range is there. So we'll also come to know through map work, and later we'll do map work also. Now, Siachen is the highest battlefield in the world where Indian armed forces are posted to protect their border or Indian border. Here, the winter temperature drops to minus 60 degrees Celsius, and the average winter snowfall is 1,000 centimeters. So, the thickness of the snowfall, that is 1,000 centimeters. Now, the Himalayas lie between the Indus River in the west and Brahmaputra River in the east. These are the highest mountain ranges in the world. The Himalayas comprise of three parallel ranges. From north to south, there are listed as below: the Greater Himalaya, then we have the Lesser Himalaya, that is Himachal, and the third one is Outer Himalaya. So this mountain is actually, it has got three ranges or three layers. So through this diagram, we come to know about the three ranges, three parallel ranges of the uh, northern Himalaya, that is this one. So the upper one, that is the Himadri. Then second, we have second range of the Himalaya, that is your the Himachal, right? So that is Lesser Himalaya. And the third one, southernmost, third range, that is Shivalik. We call it foothill of Himalaya, Shivalik, or outer Himalaya also we say, right? So the first one is Greater Himalaya, second one is Middle Himalaya, or we say Lesser Himalaya, Himachal, and the third one is Outer Himalaya, foothill of Himalaya also we say, and this is also known as Shivalik. So there are the three parallel ranges. Okay, let's revise once again the three ranges of Himalayas: the Greater Himalaya, then Middle Himalaya, Lesser Himalaya, and the third one is Outer Himalaya. Or first one, Himadri, then middle one, Himachal, and the third one, Shivalik. Himadri, Himachal, Shivalik. From north to south will named as Himadri, Himachal, and Shivalik, right? Okay. Mount Everest, being the highest in the world, is the world famous mountain, and the height of, as we all know, the height of Mount Everest is 8,848 meter. World's highest peak lies here in Himalaya, right? Okay. Other high peaks such as Lhotse, Makalu, Annapurna, and Dhaulagiri are in Nepal, while Kanchenjunga, with an elevation of 8,586 meter, is the highest Himalayan peak in India, right? And it is the third highest in the world, after Mount Everest and Mount K2. So Mount K2, which is also known as Godwin Austen, is the highest peak in India, right? And Mount K2 is what? Godwin Austen is the second highest peak in the world. First highest is Mount Everest, which lies in Everest. Second is your Mount K2, and third is Kanchenjunga, right? And Mount Everest, the height is given 8,848 meter, whereas Kanchenjunga 8,586 meter, and Mount K2 is 8,611 meter, right? Other peaks are Naga Parbat, Nanda Devi, Trishul, and Kamit are in India. The glaciers in the Himadri are the source of many rivers which carry water throughout the year. So we call it the rivers which originate from that source of Himalaya, whose source is glacier, Himalayan glacier. We call it perennial river, right? So the important glaciers are the Gangotri, which is the source of river Ganga, and the other is the Yamunotri, which is the source of river Yamuna, right? Okay, the average height of the Lesser Himalaya, that is Himachal, is 4,500 meters. So the height elevation or the average height of the lesser Himalaya, that is Himachal, is 4,500 meter. Now several tourist spots are there, like yeah, so the hill station which attract a large number of tourists are located in this range, Himachal range. For example, Shimla, Manali, Kullu, Mussoorie, Nainital, Darjeeling, Gangtok, all these hill stations are located in this range, Himachal. The slopes of these mountains are covered with a coniferous forest. So, you know, coniferous means it's a inverted cone like. Have you seen Christmas tree? So this is coniferous, right? So cone, inverted cone shape. So this is coniferous. So coniferous trees are found in that range. So that range means Himachal range. Uh, Now, the coniferous forests, which have the economically important softwood used for making paper, so the pulp or the woods are very valuable. So the from the logs of this tree, coniferous tree, that logs of wood and pulp are used for making papers and other products, right? And it also has a fruit orchard growing apples, plums, peaches, cherries, apricots, and pears. So Himachal is very famous for these fruit orchards also, right? Okay, now the average height of the outer Himalaya, so outer Himalaya means Shivalik, is less than 1,250 meter. It is not a continuous range and merges with the lesser Himalaya in the east. So it is not a continuous range, right? It is made up of soft, loose rocks and is prone to landslide because of this. It is made up of soft and fragile and very flexible, or we can say very fragile rock. It is very prone to earth quakes as well as landslides, right? So there are many broad longitudinal valleys which is also known as dunes. So Dehradun is the best example of such valley, right? Okay. Now next is in the northeastern India, northeastern side India, the extension of Himalayas are collectively called the Purvanchal Mountains. So these are northeastern mountains or Purvanchal Mountains, right? So they consist of Patkaibam, Naga, Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Mizo, Lusai hills. So exact location of these hills will do in later map work, right? Now, the average height here is 3,000 meter. Zozila Pass, Shipkila Pass, your Nathula Pass, Bomdila Pass, all these are important mountain passes of this Himalaya, right? So they are here. So these passes are found in this Himalayan ranges or Himalaya. Now the northern plain. Next is northern plain, which is the second major division of India. So we had read about the Himalayan, greater Himalaya. Now let's talk about the second major division of India, physical division of India, that is northern plain, right? So to the south of the northern mountain, so that means towards the south of this northern mountain, there is a plain which is formed by many rivers, and that plain is almost flat plain, and the average height of that plain is 200 meter above the sea level, and it is also known as Indo-Gangetic plain. So why Indo-Gangetic plain? Because that plain is formed by the by the two main rivers, that is Ganga and Indus, right? That is why it is known as Indo-Gangetic plain. It is formed from the alluvial deposited by the rivers Indus, Ganga mainly. Then Brahmaputra and their tributaries and their streams, their tributaries. These alluvial deposits make the plain highly fertile and suitable for agriculture. Why this plain is highly fertile? Because this plain is formed due to alluvial or sediments deposit brought down by the rivers, and those rivers are Ganga, Brahmaputra, Indus, and their tributaries, right? That is why this is highly fertile. This plain is highly fertile. From west to east, the plain covers a length of about 2,500 kilometers. So west to east, it is 2,500 kilometer. And the plain can be divided into three parts: the Indus plain, the Ganga plain, and the Brahmaputra plain. So the Indus plain, let's talk about the Indus plain here. It is drained by the Indus and its five tributaries: Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, and Satluj. So through map work, we'll come to know the exact location of the Indus and its tributaries. So it is somewhere like this here. This is Indus. Then we have Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, and Satluj. So the plain formed by these rivers or these streams, rivers, is Indus plain. Now, a major portion of this plain lies in Pakistan and only a small portion lies in the states of Punjab and Haryana. So here we have Punjab and Haryana, right? Okay, now the Ganga plain. We have Ganga plain here. Now, it is the most extensive part, large part of the northern plains and covers Uttar Pradesh, northern Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, and West Bengal, right? So, West Bengal is here. We have, okay. It is drained by Ganga and its tributaries: Yamuna, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi, Son, and Damodar. So, this plain is drained by these rivers: Kosi, Gandak, Son, Damodar, and Ganga and its tributaries, right? Now, let's talk about the Brahmaputra plain. So, Brahmaputra river, it's like this, flow is like this, right? So, this is Brahmaputra plain. We have Brahmaputra plain here. Now, it is located in Assam. It is drained by the Brahmaputra, and Brahmaputra is the name of river, and Brahmaputra is the largest river, right? Largest river of India. So that Brahmaputra plain is drained by Brahmaputra river and its tributaries: Subansiri, Bharali, Manas, and Dhansiri and Tista. These are the name of Brahmaputra's tributaries. The Brahmaputra originates in Tibet, in China, this Tibet, and where it is called Sangpo. T is silent here, right? T is silent here, and it's written as this, T-S-A-N-G-P-O, Sangpo. Now, when it enters India, we called it Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra. And when it enters Bangladesh, the river is called as Jamuna, right? So it has got three names. In China, Sangpo. In India, in Assam, we call it Brahmaputra. And when it enters Bangladesh, they call this river as Jamuna, right? So it has got three names. Okay, the river Ganga, also called as the river Ganges in olden times, and the river Brahmaputra join in their lower courses in Bangladesh. The two rivers together form the largest delta, which is the world's largest delta, right? And the Ganga Brahmaputra delta, also known as Sundarban delta. A major part of this delta lies in Bangladesh. So this river Brahmaputra, as I told you, it is here, and when it enters Bangladesh, and the it finally goes to Bay of Bengal, right? So this is Bay of Bengal. Now this Brahmaputra and Ganga river, there makes the world's largest delta. So that is known as Sundarban Delta. And because that delta is formed by the two major rivers, Ganga and Brahmaputra, that is why it is also known as Ganga Brahmaputra Delta, right? So it's given here also a major portion of this Ganga Brahmaputra Delta. So this is the delta is in Bangladesh, and a small portion is in India, right? Okay. Okay, children, that's all for the day. Soon we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.